Hello, and welcome to April Thrift Art. I'm April, and thank you so much for being here today. This video is actually going to be a recap of the art that I've been working on, some of my larger paintings, as well as my smaller urban sketches that I've been doing. I've been struggling with figuring out how I want to color those, but you'll see when I show you that I've been trying various methods from watercolor to Copic markers and still trying to get a feel for how I want to add some colors to those sketches, but I've been having a lot of fun with it as well as fun with my paintings. So I do want to show you that in this video. The reason why this one is going to be a recap and not in real time, the past couple of weeks my husband and I have been working on helping the kids finish up their homeschool so we could go ahead and take our summer break because we are in desperate need of that summer break already. So that's what we were trying to do to catch up with all that. And I just didn't have a whole lot of time to record, but I did make time to paint. So that's what I'm going to show you. All right, let's get to it. All right, here we are at my sketchbook. I want to get started with this first, showing you these, and then we'll move on to the canvases. This particular sketch is the interior of my living room. I was sitting here with my daughter watching some videos on my laptop and decided to sketch out this particular space, what I was seeing here. Now, I did color this with the Copic markers. I like that I chose the blues, the various shades of blues, but I still feel like there might be something missing a little bit for me. So I think I want to actually go back in with color pencil over this and see if that's what's missing. Anyway, one of the things that I did like specifically, I like the cartoon feel of this. I like how it's loose, it's fun. I also like my hatching that I did. I think I did pretty well on that. And I love the wood floors. I think those look good. Let me show you the other page. Let's see. Here I was just testing a few things out. Sketching in. Okay. So let's start with this side first. This is my front porch again. You've probably seen various versions of my front porch with my carandache crowns. I think I've sketched it before, maybe even painted it. I don't know. It's not that I'm obsessed with my front porch. Please don't think that. It's just what I have to draw, and sometimes I like it. So this was one particular day where I felt like I was really drawn to essentially like all the clutteredness of my front porch. So I decided to draw it. So the bushes, plants here, various wind chimes and lanterns, kind of all over the place. I did this one with a watercolor wash in the blue. This was actually my art philosophy watercolors, and this was out of the vintage colored pack. I do love this blue. However, I feel like I kind of went a little heavy on it in some areas, but overall, I like it. I like the feel of it. It's kind of interesting how it draws me in. I did add some little designy elements around the door so that they just weren't plain white. I did work on some hatching, very little through here. The bushes, did some scribbles to kind of indicate various leaves because I was not going to draw all of those. But yeah, that's that one. And it's on this side. And then this one, I'd gotten the kids some glider planes, so I took them down to the park so that they could play with those. A lot more room here. And while I was there, I decided to take a minute and sketch out what I saw. And so I was sitting here at this park bench. There was a little shed. I'm not sure what they keep in that shed because if you see, there's a lock. So if you work for the village, let me know what's in there because I'm nosy. But anyway, there were some swings. I was sitting kind of in front of one of the ball fields, and that's kind of off over in here where the kids were playing. I had a lot of fun working on these bleachers. Kind of was unsure what to do with the fence, so that's how it turned out. Overall, I actually like it. And I was really drawn to the lights. I thought that was kind of fun, so I went ahead and added that in here. This particular one, however, this is a watercolor wash, But these watercolors were with my Winsor and Newton palette. And this was the first time I've used that palette. I really love those watercolors. They're a lot of fun. So, and with this particular one, I chose the colors yellow, green, and blue to just kind of stick with. So instead of one color with several washes like the one before of my porch, I chose 3 different colors and kind of used those. I did mix them a little bit with each other. If you've watched my videos of me painting, you know that I like to kind of mix a little bit of my colors together so that they are a little more cohesive and they kind of blend nicer. So that's what I did do with that. But I did have a lot of fun with this. I think the parts that I love the most about this particular piece, I love the park bench. I'm not sure why I'm so happy with this, but I love how cutesy it is. And I love the bleacher seats. So to me, that was fun. But those are my 3 little sketches that I wanted to show you. Now we're gonna go ahead and get on to the canvases. Yay! So as I mentioned, currently my lighting is not the best for this video, but this is what I got. So I'm gonna show you in the video, but I'm also going to add in pictures that I feel like are a little bit better off to the side so that you can see the picture but also see the video at the same time. So this is one of my paintings that I had worked on, mixed media style. It's got a mixture of paints and crayons and inks and charcoal, and it was a lot of fun to make. This is one of the larger canvases. I'm pretty sure it's a 30 by 40. But this one kind of reminds me of a notebook with little spirals off over here to the side and then the little strappy thing there. But it's also kind of got this little jungle vibe that I like. And it's really layered. Also, if you had been following my Instagram, there's something you need to know about this painting. Remember the big purpley landscape painting that I did that eventually, that had some trees and then I added a big bird? Well, that's this painting and it's all underneath there. So it's got a lot of layers, a lot of detail in there. If you get close enough, you can kind of see it. So that is this piece, and let's move on to another one. Okay, so I want to talk about this self-portrait back here. Yes, that is moi, yours truly. Can't you tell the resemblance? It's actually done with my inks. I had just gotten the white one and I wanted to test it out. And there was this one moment where I was getting ready for a virtual counseling session and I caught sight of myself kind of out the corner of my eye on the video. And since it hadn't started yet, I went ahead and grabbed a paper and a pen and I sketched it out real quick and I loved it. So I decided to try to recreate it with the inks and just using the dropper. It was really interesting, but I do like it. And so now I'm constantly in my art space via my self-portrait. Anyway, it was a lot of fun. Another mixed media piece, me playing around with my inks and paints and Posca pens and crayons. And this one I've actually labeled the Cosmic Brain because the way that this flower is and then the little drips kind of makes me think it sits like a brain. And so I added some nice little fun elements all through here. Very layered piece. This one was made shortly after the big notebook looking one. And so I had a lot of fun with this one too. All right, and so now I'm gonna show you the ones that I'm still currently working on. So me, myself, and I are going to show you those right now. So this first one is just a small little canvas, me playing around with some inks. There's a tinge of green in there and then the blue. I'm not quite done with this piece, but I am working on it. I really love how this top kind of turned out. It almost seems like another little world or like a little, I don't know, place on a cliff or something that you kind of see off in the distance. It kind of looks like trees and stuff. So I don't know, I like it. We'll see what comes of it. Now this piece right here, as you can see, is not done, but this one is going to deserve a deeper conversation. So there's this folk artist, Maud Lewis, that I really love her paintings, and I have one of her books. And this is actually inspired by her book. So here's her book, Paintings for Sale. And you can kind of see, I wanted to just try it out, see like her folk art painting style and just kind of get closer to her thought process. And so it's not identical, and I wasn't going for identical. I was going for just little fun features. And so that's what I'm working on. That one is just for me, just for the fun of it, and just to kind of experiment with her techniques and styles. So, all right, so there you have it. That is what I've been working on while trying to get the kids finished up with their homeschool. Yay, we are officially on summer break. Any parents out there, you know what this feels like? Relief. All right, so thank you so much for joining me in this video. Let me know in the comments what you've been working on or what you liked about this video. I'm really excited to get back into real-time drawing with you all and making those videos. These recaps are fun, but I have a lot more fun kind of showing you and just kind of bringing you along with me. Anyway, y'all have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Bye.